Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my Kingdom Cup team. Now the first Pokemon I decided to show you guys, as you guys see on the video, is my Melmetal. Now the reason why I showed you guys this Melmetal is because it's the Pokemon that I am not going to be putting on my Kingdom Cup team. Now to actually go into my Kingdom Cup team, show you guys exactly who I chose to be a part of the squad that's going to go up in the next tournament. First, I'm going to be showing you guys Bastiodon. Now, this Bastiodon is not 100% ready yet. I need a couple more candy to put the second moveset on him. And the second moveset is going to be Flamethrower. The reason why I chose Flamethrower is because it does take a little bit less energy than Stone Edge, of course. And it also can counter those steel types. Now, Bastiodon also is going to have Stone Edge and Smackdown. And this Bastiodon, when it's fully maxed out after a couple Wafus, he's going to be maxed out at $14.99, which is just under the limitation for Kingdom Cup. Now, the next Pokemon I'm going to be going with is going to be the Ice Shard, Ice Beam, and Surf Lapras. Now, the reason why I chose him is because I know for a fact we're going to be seeing Kingdra, we're going to be seeing Altaria, and we're going to be seeing Flygon. Now, Ice Shard just ruins them, completely just massacres them. And that is going to be his sole purpose. We are not going to be using Lapras for Bastiodon. We are not going to be using Lapras for Lucario. Yes, they put decent damage into them, but this is not his purpose. He will be the Dragon Slayer. The next Pokemon I'm going to be using is going to be, of course, the MVP of the Kingdom Cup. It's going to be Lucario. Lucario with Counter and Power Up Punch. And also his second moveset is Shadow Ball. There is no better Pokemon to have in the Kingdom Cup than, of course, Lucario. He's going to be able to full-on counter Lapras. He's going to be able to full-on counter Bastiodon. Right? He basically just ruins almost everything in the Kingdom Cup. So you need something to counter him. I highly suggest you bring something in your team to make sure you counter Lucario, because you will be seeing him almost every single match. The next Pokemon I chose to be on my team is going to be this Flygon. Now, Flygon is amazing. The reason why I love Flygon is because it has Mudshot. Mudshot has such a high energy gain. With Dragon Claw, it just spams Dragon Claw like no tomorrow. And then, of course, you have Earthquake. Earthquake is going to be meant to be able to take down Bastiodon. Bastiodon, you can also use it against Lapras. You could also use it against Steelix. It's just broken. And with Dragon Claw, you can just bait shields. You can also hit Altaria with Dragon Claw. Yes, Altaria will beat Flygon in a one-on-one match, but depending on health difference and energy gain, Flygon could have the upper hand. Now, next is going to be my Alolan Marowak. Now, Alolan Marowak, I'm probably going to be using it with Hex, Shadow Ball, and Bone Club. The reason why is because I need him to hard counter Lucario. He will be, again, sorry guys, I did say I was going to use Hex. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to be using Hex or Rock Smash. I do got to do a couple more test runs, just to kind of make sure that I am using the best moveset to synergize with the team that I have put together. He's going to have Shadow Ball because Shadow Ball is just amazing. It can hit basically anything and almost just destroy it. And then, of course, you have Bone Club. Bone Club just charges so fast with Hex, and it does bait shields. Bone Club is just a really good move for the Alolan Marowak. Next, we're going to be having, Altaria. Altaria with Dragon Breath is just broken. I love Altaria. Altaria is literally one of my favorite Pokemon, and for specifically the Kingdom Cup. Dragon Breath is just a broken move. It puts so much damage in and just charges your move so fast. And of course, mixed with Sky Attack, there is no better. Now, I'm using Altaria to also be one of the main counters to Lucario. Now, the thing about using Altaria is that you have to be careful when you're going up against Lucario, because he might have Shadow Ball. If Lucario pulls off a Shadow Ball on Altaria, it's such a huge hit. Your Altaria is going to be left for dead. It's literally going to have in the red damage. So you got to really be careful. If you got to shield against those Shadow Balls, and you got to just leave those Power Up Punches alone. Let him hit you with Power Up Punch. There's no problem. Altaria is a beast. It's just amazing. The only thing you have to be careful for, of course, is the Shadow Ball, and you have to be careful for the Charizard Dragon Claw, the Flygon Dragon Claw, and of course you got to be careful of the Bastiodon with Stone Edge and Smackdown, because Bastiodon just completely ruins Altaria. I think there's one more thing you have to be careful. Oh, yes, you have to be careful of the Melmetal. If somebody comes in with a Melmetal, you got to really be careful when you're using Altaria. Altaria, but literally is an amazing Pokemon, and he will be definitely in my team 100%, hands down.
Now, after some battles, we're going to be going up against a trainer, a very famous trainer and fellow YouTuber, Best in West. So make sure you guys check his channel. He does videos on his tournaments where he shows you exactly what he did, how he did it, and overall, he's just a really, really good PvP player. So here we go. We start off with Altaria. He's going to be starting off with a Charizard. And Altaria does win in this matchup, so we're just going to be hitting it with Dragon Breath. Because Dragon Breath is just so broken. We're not going to shield here just because he's going to hit us here with Dragon Claw. And then we're going to go off, try to get our Sky Attack. And we're going to hopefully bait a shield. If we don't bait a shield, his Charizard is going to be basically dead. There's nothing much that Charizard can really do. And now we baited the first shield. I'm just going to go in with Dragon Breath. Now he's going to bring in his Altaria. And because we have so much energy gain, we're ready to pull out that Sky Attack right before we faint. There goes the Sky Attack. We put enough damage into that Altaria. We're like, that's so fine. We're good. Why? Because we have our Ice Shard Lapras. Our Ice Shard Lapras is the Altaria killer. And you know what? We're like, here, like, you know what? We want our Lapras to stay alive. We don't know what else he has. So we're just going to shield up. And we're just going to finish off with one more Ice Shard. And boom, we have a Surf ready to go. Waiting to see exactly what he is going to be bringing out. He's going to be bringing out Lucario. So we are going to go in for the Surf. Just try to bait that second shield. And Surf is going to go off. And boom. Yep. There's the second shield. And now we're just going to go all in. Right. Everybody's here to go. Just all hands on deck. Just put as much damage as we can. We have that Surf ready. Just take note. We have that Surf ready. So now we're going to go in with Lucario. And we're going to go put as much damage as we can. He's left with pretty much nothing. And now he's going to try to hit us with Power Up Punch. And we're like, that's fine. No problem. We can survive this with just a little bit of health. Boom, that Ice Shard takes him out, and we're left with just no health and a Surf, and here comes this Charizard coming in straight with that Surf, and that is going to be the end of that game. Thank you, Best in West, for that round. That was awesome. It was so close. Can't wait to battle with you again. Next is a little bit of a treat with you guys. We're going to be going up against another famous YouTuber. We're going to be going up against Zionic. Zionic is one of my closer YouTube friends. And now we're going to be starting off with Lapras. And he's going against Flygon. And our Lapras has Ice Shard. So that Flygon was going to be completely destroyed. We thought he was going to switch to Lucario. And he ended up switching for Lapras. We're like, okay, we could take this. No problem. So we're going to go Lapras with Surf. We're going to try bait these shields now. So now we're just going to wait, and we are not going to shield here just because it is a Dragon Claw, and Dragon Claw doesn't do too much to us. So now we're going to go in for the second Surf, hopefully bait that second shield. If not, that Charizard is basically going to be done. There we go, there's the second shield, and now we're going to go in and try to do as much damage as we can with that Ice Shard, and hopefully try to pull off the Surf. Nope, he's going to get off his Dragon Claw, so we are going to shield here just because we know that we're going to be able to get that Surf off and finish off that Charizard. Here it goes, the Surf, and bye-bye Charizard. Now, we're ready. We think right away. We're like, okay, he's coming in with something else. So we really gotta bring in that Lucario. We knew that right off the bat. There was literally nothing that it was awesome. We literally thought he was gonna be bringing in something that Lucario was gonna be able to counter, and we instantly switched before we even saw what came out. We're like, no, Lucario's coming in this one now. So boom, Lucario's coming in. We still have that Lapras alive with barely any health, but it's okay because Lucario's going in on that Flygon, because we thought the Flygon was coming in, and then we're like, boom, Lucario's going to come back in and just finish off that Flygon. Lucario's still alive in this one. There goes the Power Up Punch, and that should be the end of this round. Thank you, Zionic, for the battles. Really great facing with you. Make sure you guys also check out his channel because he does one of the greatest PvP videos I've seen before I was even a YouTuber. Now we're going to be going up against Beware. Beware is one of my followers on Twitter and on YouTube, and he challenged me to a best of 3. So now I recorded the whole thing, so we're gonna decide to show it to you guys. So we start off with Altaria. He started off with Bastiodon, and that was a very rare thing to see. I was like, wow, Bastiodon starting. Okay, that's awesome. So it actually got me thinking I might actually do that. So thank you, Beware, for that. So now we're going to be going in with Lucario, and we're going to try to hit that Bastiodon with Power Punch. And it's just, oh my gosh. He just gets completely ruined. He comes in for the switch. We're like, Kingdra, okay, no problem. So now we're going to charge up, and we're going to try to get this Shadow Ball all the way up, and then try to bait it with Power Punch. Hopefully we can bait the shield. And there's the shield, and now we're just going to go all in, try to do as much as we can, and try to get that last Power Punch right before we faint. Try to do as much damage as we can to that Kingdra, so that way we can come in ready for the next mon and try to finish off that Kingdra. Now, remember, we do have that, what would we say? Ice Shard Lapras. Ice Shard Lapras is going to be a monster in this game. So there he is. He's going to try this with Outrage. We do not shield here, because Outrage is not going to kill us, but we should be fine. We don't want to waste that shield because we don't know what other mon he has. So we're just going to try to get him with Ice Shard as much as we can. And there it is. The Kingdra is down. And now we're waiting to see what he's going to come out with, so that way we can see if we're going to be going in with Surf, or we're going to try to hit him off with an Ice Beam. And now he's coming in with a Bastiodon. So now we're like, nope, Surf. It is. No problems. Lapras can tank this. Boom, right there. There goes the Bastiodon. Lapras takes out 2 of his mons. And there's the Altaria. We're going to hit him with Ice Shard. And there is the Ice Beam. And that is why I tell you guys, Ice Shard Lapras is a monster. He literally just devastated his entire team. And now we're going to be going into round 2. And we're going to change things up just a little bit. We're not going to be starting off with our Altaria. We're actually going to be starting off with our Ice Shard Lapras. And he's going to start off with Kingdra. And we do have a little bit of a competitive edge here just because we do have Ice Shard, so it does do neutral damage, as Kingdra is water and dragon. So he's going to go in for the switch. He's going to go with Melmetal, and we're like, no problem. Here comes our Lucario. That Lucario, because we do have him trapped now. We're like, it's okay, you did your switch. Now we do have the switch advantage. So we're like, okay, Lucario in. He's going to try this with Rock Slide. Rock Slide doesn't do anything to Lucario. So we're like, no problem. We're just going to not shield here. Don't waste the shield. And we're going to get him off with Power Up Punch. Power Up Punch is going to ruin that Melmetal. And there's nothing really much you can do about that. So now we're going to just charge up with our Lucario. And then we're going to go in for the Shadow Ball right away. Like, we can't wait anymore. We cannot try to bait shields. We can't do nothing. We got a straight Shadow Ball. Boom! He got baited by the Shadow Ball. And I think that's actually what made him lose this match. Just because we did have that. We did get that Shadow Ball off. He's going to try to go Sky Attack. We're going to shield just because we love our Ice Shard Lapras. We love him so much. We're going to keep him in there. And then the Ice Shard's going to finish off that Altaria. And now he's going to coming in with his Kingdra. And of course, we're going to be going Ice Beam, because Ice Beam just completely ruins those dragons. I'm telling you guys, Lapras with Ice Shard is just amazing. Like, I can't stress it enough. Now we do have 1 shield each, so we're going to try to bait the shield by charging all the way to Ice Beam and then hit him with Surf. And there is the second shield. We do have that energy gain, and now he's going to try to hit us with Outrage, and now we are going to shield just because we do not want to get hit by this Outrage. It probably would have not fainted us, but it would have been like just barely. Maybe a couple waterfalls would have kind of ruined us. But we would love that Ice Beam. We want to keep our Lapras alive. There's the Ice Beam, and there goes his Kingdra. Thank you, Beware, for the battles. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.